All right, live from Sandusky, Ohio, home of Cedar Point and Callahan Auto Parts. Is there anything after that? Is it like Inc. or anything, or just no Callahan Auto Parts?
Sandusky, Ohio.
You ever been?
No.
Never been to Cedar Point?
Yeah, never been to Cedar Point.
I haven't. I myself. I've
been to Ohio.
Sandusky could just be a fictional place for all I know. Made for the film Tommy Boy. Chris Farley, the one time in his short but bright career, they threw him the keys and they were like,
"Go ahead, Chris.
Take her for a spin, Chris." Papa Lorne was like, "You know what? We're gonna put you in a movie," and tragically, we lost him way too soon. We're doing Tommy Boy, although this wasn't the only movie he was in. Obviously, there was Black Sheep as well, but I feel like this is the big one. Start with you, Mr. Billy. Yeah. This is one of your picks. What's your you dropped a bomb on us last week, and you said this film was on when you entered this world.
Yeah. That is apparently a true story. I don't know if it was on while it was going on, but it was at least on before. So Tommy Boy, I can't even count how many times I've seen this movie, and it's hilarious. Mm-hmm. Chris Farley I can even touch him in this.
I was thinking when I was watching this, we don't have another Chris Farley. Like, we don't have this generation's Chris Farley. The closest thing I was thinking of was like Shane Gillis. But they're too different. I don't know who Shane Gillis is.
Just so unique.
Yeah,
with the physical stuff.
Farley is. Chris Farley was like his generation's John Belushi, and now we just don't make those guys anymore. Like, they very similar careers, both died very young of similar vices. Both big guys who like to party a lot. Did a lot of blow. Like, I think they might have been. Chris Farley was only 33. I think John Belushi was around the same age too. So I don't know who. Not that their similar deaths would mean anything to who we have now, but I don't think we made a Chris Farley since 1997. There has been one. So I saw this movie a plethora of times growing up. Hadn't seen it in several years, but I realized when I watched it, there was not a thing I didn't have basically memorized. I've seen this movie. This went triple platinum in my house growing up.
Yeah.
And you were the only other one who had seen it? Is that right? Or you hadn't seen it, right, David? All right.
Pretty much a similar story. Pretty much a similar story to yours, Phil. Grew up with it.
My parents loved
my parents.
Movie.
Yeah, they loved this movie.
This was one of the more quoted movies, like from my parents and like their friends. I feel like I always just heard like references to this.
Yeah, same here. And when you were saying we haven't had like another Chris Farley, I don't know. I kind of thought of Jack Black a little bit, but he's not.
Jack Black's more. I feel like there was something like unleashed about Chris. Chris Farley had like an unleashed quality about him.
Right.
I feel like Jack Black, he can get there, but
he can do School of Rock.
Yeah,
Chris Farley, I don't think he could.
Yeah, Farley was kind of just like you gotta let him go.
Yeah,
a little chaotic at times, but
yeah, he was like so like I don't know, he's just a fucking tornado.
Yeah.
Pat and David, you guys
first
just
time
watched
seeing
this. What'd you think?
Oh, I loved it. Multiple times I was laughing out loud. But yeah, never seen it before. I've seen the poster, I've heard of it, I've known about it.
You're like the total opposite. You had seen Black Sheep.
Yeah,
I feel like this is the more popular one. Most people have seen this, and I want to say most people haven't seen Black Sheep because I think it was a decently big movie. But like, I think this is the more popular of the two. Like, I've never seen Black Sheep.
I love Black Sheep too.
I'd like to watch.
I haven't seen it in a while, so like I can't say which one I like more.
The same duo, like literally a year later,
thinking it was like hilarious when I first saw it. But I didn't even pick that up. I remember my dad just had it on. I was like, "We're watching this." I'm like, "Oh,
Black
okay,
Sheep.
Yeah."
Dave, what'd you think?
Thought it was great. Like Pat said, very funny. I haven't seen Black Sheep either, so I haven't seen any. He only has 2 or 3 movies.
Chris Farley? Those were the 2 that he led in that. Or no, I think there's also Beverly Hills Ninja.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
I've
never seen it. But then, obviously, mostly known through like SNL. He was on for like 5 years, and then my favorite role he's ever done actually was the same year as Tommy Boy. It's whenever we do Billy Madison, he's a 6-man Hall of Fame as the bus driver.
I wish he didn't die. He is.
I would like to see what we could have gotten. Like, this might be a little early to drop this, but I don't know where else I'd say it. I think if he were still with us, I wonder if someone like PTA could have gotten something out of him, sort of like Adam Sandler in Punch Drunk Love. I wonder if we could have gotten something. I'm not saying he'd win an Oscar, but I think if he, because a lot of comedians take that route. Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey, Bill Murray, like most of these guys, have a crack at it. I'd like to see his attempt.
Given what little I know about him, I think he would do comedy as long as humanly possible until I don't know.
I think he did.
Well, I don't know, mid 2000s when it's like the hype train of him kind of would have died down. It's maybe, but I think it would be later on.
I don't think it would have been like after Black Sheep or like after Beverly Hills Ninja.
To me, it's kind of like the same thing with like John Candy. Like he was
another one,
only 43. So I wonder what else we could have gotten.
Yeah,
if he were still around,
I think Candy would have been easier to picture. Like the Chris Farley one kind of sounds a bit like hope casting, but I
see the vision.
I can see in a Safdie-esque, I could see him kind of tapping into some sort of mania that would fit like those types of movies. I'm not saying he would have been like Oppenheimer, but
probably not.
Although he could have been in it. He could have been in that movie. Everyone's in that movie.
Right.
Although I'm trying to think, he was 33 in 1997, so he would have been in his 60s now, or just about. So I mean, it could have happened.
Oh, yeah.
You know who is still with us? David Spade. I don't really know what he's been up to, but he's still alive.
What is the last thing he put out?
Yeah.
Any movie?
He hosted a game show a few years ago.
I do remember seeing him.
I never watched it. Movie-wise, probably just some Happy Madison movie.
Bus Boys that came out this year. This movie's not real.
You gotta watch it.
No, him and Theo Bond co-leads apparently in this movie.
You know what? I do remember hearing they were going to be in a movie together. Do you think, is that out yet?
I don't think it's out. There's no reviews. It says 2026 on it.
Are we going to see it?
I guarantee
that's not getting a
no, it's like
no way.
Netflix or Apple or.
Oh my God, he looks so bad. What are we doing?
David.
What's happened?
He's getting a check.
But before this, last thing,
Benchwarmers.
his stand-up special.
Yeah, I
What
mean,
year was Benchwarmers?
Was
2006.
leading.
So even he sells grown-ups.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Grown-ups too, and then in the beginning of the Netflix Happy Madison run, there was the Do-Over. I never saw that, but it was him and Adam.
We watched
Sandler.
that one movie with him.
Which
The
one?
Wrongness. Yeah.
Oh, is that the one with Roman
We
Reigns?
watched it in Florida. I mean,
I actually
Oh, okay.
enjoyed that movie.
That's 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just Happy Madison Netflix movies.
Okay.
He's got a run here too of also from SNL.
Mm-hmm.
He's in this Black Sheep, and then kind of he joins the Sandler verse. His version of getting thrown the keys was. Anyone see Joe Dirt?
Oh, back in it.
I saw it on my iPod as a child.
That's awesome.
I thought it was I probably thought it was the best thing ever. Christopher Walken's in that too. Briefly, I remember. I mean, if I watched it right now, I don't know how I'd feel about it, but I saw it as a kid, and I was probably like, he's a redneck janitor.
Did you know what year that one?
It was all right. Joe Dirt was 01.
01. Okay. So still in his
Yeah, because there's still the Emperor's New Groove is what I most know him from, because that's I saw that before I knew what a David Spade was. I just knew he was the voice of Emperor Kuzco, who turns into a llama.
Kuzco.
Any fans of that?
Oh
one?
yeah, Kuzco's boys.
Love that movie. I mean, then he was weirdly present in Beavis and Butthead.
was he?
He sometimes voiced a few side characters like Mr. Candy and Mr. Manners, who only had one episode each, but they're the same guy. And but he's just teaching candy sales or manners to the students at Highland High School. And sometimes they'd have just weird bumpers where his voice would just come over and be like, "This episode sucks," and I'd always be like, "That's David Spade." The sister-in-law she's deceased, Kate Spade. Designer bags and whatnot. So
wow.
Just thought I'd throw that out there.
Did not know.
I never knew that.
The Spade family
connection.
fortune.
Wow,
Although I think it's through his brother was married to Kate Spade. I don't remember his name.
Ace.
Ah. Yeah. I wonder. I bet you at some point, if Chris Farley were still alive, they would have rounded out the trilogy. I feel like even if it wasn't like immediately after, I feel like now in the streaming, let's get the band back together comedies, it would have happened.
Tommy Boy 2.
I'm
They
surprised.
would sell out to Netflix.
Yeah,
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Have Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn done anything since The Internship? Like they only had the two, right? Wedding Crashers and The Internship.
Why
Like
don't
they
we have
haven't.
more.
They had a commercial for something.
I wish we had more.
Then why
Oh
don't we
my
have
god.
I can see they're both kind of just doing streaming movies now. I feel like that's just where comedies go now. Like,
That's true.
Yeah, no.
and they're more often than, although actually I can't say they're more often than not good because I haven't watched Ricky Stenicki. Maybe it's a comedy masterpiece. I don't know. I think we need theatrical comedies back, and that's not an original take. Everyone's been saying that for the last decade, but like we were just cranking them out in the 90s, and it helps that I guess it helped that we had the Lorne Michaels industrial complex of just like farming people in SNL until they were big stars, like, and then letting them go because
filming them up.
We had Chris Farley as having Adam Sandler, Eddie Murphy. Well, starting all the way in the 70s, Chevy Chase, Dan Aykroyd, and then we get Adam Sandler, Will Ferrell. Like, I don't know who the last one of those was. You could say like the Bill Hader, Andy Samberg, Kristen Wiig era, probably, but like Hot Rod and Bridesmaids aside, I don't know if any of them really like led movies. Although Bridesmaids was a really big movie, but like I feel like they pop in a lot of comedies from like the 2000s, but like I don't know the last time we had like a genuine star come out of SNL. Not that I expect anyone to know, but I'd say Will Ferrell probably.
Mm-hmm.
Has anyone watched SNL in a while?
No.
I
watched
used to watch
see
when I was
clips
young. My
sometimes,
mom used to have it on when I was younger a lot, but no, I haven't.
I watched. There was an episode when The Weeknd was performing. He was a musical guest, and it was a terrible show. It just was not funny. I was like, who's actively watching this?
Here's the thing:
in the 2020s,
it's we have so many different modes of comedy now that it's just like, of course, it is just probably an outdated thing. It's been around for 50 years, but it's kind of like The Simpsons, where it's just like such an institution that it's like it'd be weird if it wasn't a thing. But I think that's honestly what its best contribution probably was probably just being a farm for funny people that they used to grow into stars, and now they just. But I think that's because we don't have comedy movies anymore.
Yeah.
And when we do, like, I think comedy taste is getting what a lot of people might consider weird is getting a little more mainstream. Like Tim Robinson's really popular. I'm not saying Friendship is like a blockbuster movie or anything, but there's a growing audience, I think, for stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think there's a monoculture of humor anymore. I don't think anyone finds the same thing funny anymore.
Nobody,
like
impossible.
Some of the stuff I think is hilarious. Like I love Conor O'Malley and Tim Robinson. To others, that's just absolute nonsense.
Yeah, exactly.
You just can't make comedies anymore without people getting offended.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's just. I think that's the reason why there's no more comedies. I don't think there's.
Well, I don't know, because there still are comedies. They're just not. They're more streaming fodder than anything. Like you'll see, we literally just earlier had the TV on. Prime has some movie called Balls Up.
I was like, that movie's not real.
Mark Wahlberg and Paul Walter Hauser. Yeah, they're just little tiles. Like I don't know what the last comedy movie is that like really mattered and was like a huge hit.
I think it's easy to probably
13, 14 years ago.
I think it's easy to get I think it's too easy to get like canceled now. So
I don't know, I think we're coming out of that.
Well, I mean, guys, I guess that could play a part in like the style of comedy you're trying to do, but like Tom was not
There's not, yeah,
Yeah,
like
Tommy
there's
Boy's
nothing in Tommy Boy that I don't, unless I'm
couldn't be
forgetting
made.
something like
I
you
think they
couldn't
might
do
say
now.
retard, which is like
That's what
he
I'm
was
probably-
getting over that.
Yeah,
Just
that's
that?
it's a word. Yeah, there's nothing like some movies you watch and you're like, some of this really hasn't aged well, but those generally I feel like are more toward like the 70s or something when it's just like, yeah, obviously things were different.
It's
Back
just
then.
like-
It's 50 years ago.
Oh, what was it? I was watching the trailer for the new Scary Movie, right?
Yeah.
I guess like people are making a big deal about that. 'Cause
No, I know what you're talking about. The Wayans are saying they're the ones kind of lighting the fire there. They're like, don't come if you're easily offended, and it's just like, respectfully, it's Scary Movie 6. If it's really gonna make anyone clutch their pearls.
This is gonna be the thing that this is the straw that breaks the camel's back. Is Scary Movie
Like,
6.
There was an era where it felt like you really like stuff like when I don't really know how to delicately put this, but just like if I don't, there was an era where it felt like everything was getting really cracked down on, but I don't know. Ted is a really popular show, and that's pretty wacky.
That is true.
Like I think a lot of it is just like, I think the newer generation of comedians just isn't at anywhere close to like,
No.
I don't think like there's not a lot of crossover appeal. And also Shane Gillis is one of the biggest comedians in the world right now, and his whole story is he got fired from, he was going to be on the cast of SNL and then got fired because of something on Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast, and he's one of the biggest comedians we have right now. So I don't know. Comedy is just in a weird place.
Yeah.
I think studios just don't want to make them.
Well, a lot of it goes to we lost the art of the $40 to $60 million movie. Every movie that costs $200 million, and they look like slop. And I mean, I think we're kind of coming out of that, but
Yeah,
I hope. But people, they don't really see them in theaters anymore because I think now they're used to them being on their streaming services. Another thing that we just don't have anymore that we did back in the 90s, even like Tommy Boy comes out in theaters and does fine, then it's huge on VHS and becomes a generational classic. We don't have that anymore. I mean, we do, but like there's too much stuff now. I don't know. This kind of became more about just the death of comedy than the film Tommy Boy, which was released on March 31st, 1995, directed by Peter Segal. No relation to Steven. Steven's got 2 A's. He's like Seagal, and this one's just, it's like Jason Segel, but Jason Segel has 2 E's, and this is an E and an A. Directed a lot of comedy movies. Not Black Sheep, but a lot of Sandler stuff. Naked Gun 33 and a third. Oh, we just had the Naked Gun last year. That was pretty
I
good.
was just thinking that too.
Yeah.
Directed like The Longest Yard, 50 First Dates. Yeah, you got swept up in the Sandler verse.
Yeah.
Any Longest Yard Adam
Longest
Sandler
Yard.
guy?
Yeah, that's
I
a
like that one.
that's a solid Sandler.
I haven't seen it in a long time, but
Yeah,
I
it's been a while.
remember liking it.
I saw it as a kid and I liked it.
I remember being like, "Oh my goodness, Goldberg and the Great Khali."
Yeah.
Steve Austin's in it.
Yeah.
I think he
Yeah.
drops the N-word.
He does.
If
Yeah.
I remember
I believe they're on the
correctly.
field
Steve,
when he does.
Steve, what are we doing?
Anyone see this 1974 one?
No, I'm
also
not.
with Burt Reynolds. It's pretty good. Burt Reynolds is also in the remake. This was released March 31st, 1995, same day as, I'm guessing at least Pat's gonna know this movie. Tank Girl. You know Tank Girl?
I'm unfamiliar with it.
Yeah, I feel like if you see it's Famous Bomb, kind of like a cult classic, so bad it's good movie. I thought you might know.
Maybe if I see a poster.
I think if you see a poster, you might
Look it up.
pick it. Yeah. Pull up Tank Girl while I vamp.
Tank Girl.
Tank
Girl.
Girl.
Movie.
Look familiar?
No, I have.
I'm stunned.
This is my introduction to this movie.
I don't know anything about it, but I just know it's like a famous cult movie.
Probably would have gone to see.
I'd probably love it.
Tommy Boy was #1 that weekend. So I was royally pissed off, and I want to call out whoever is no longer running the site. I believe it's Film School Rejects. Someone vamp for me while I double check this. Someone say Chris Farley's a funny guy,
Chris Farley's a funny
and we all
He
we all
is.
miss him.
He is.
You
He's
miss
hilarious.
Chris Farley.
This is gonna. I'll bring up a question now.
Mhm.
Do you guys think this movie and or Chris Farley works if he's not fat? I feel like the appeal to him being like a funny loser kind of is that he's like this fat.
Well,
dude.
that was. I found it. That was at least of this movie. It's a big part. He's just like a big lovable goofball.
Do you think if
he's just a
if
big
he's
guy.
like skinny is this movie or he
I don't
like
think so, no.
considered?
You can't do skinny guy in a little coat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it
skinny
doesn't
guy in a
make
big
sense.
coat and you're David Byrne.
So like I think these two are very, very different, but I guess like a close example would be like Jonah Hill. Like
Except Jonah Hill now, he fluctuates so much. He was
Right.
big and then he looks like a pencil and then he's big again.
like he just went towards like more like not straight comedies rather. than-
Yeah, he started
I think
doing
he would.
Moneyball,
So I don't-
Wall Street.
I think for this movie,
He's got to be fat.
gotta be
Here's,
fat.
here's also the thing with
Tommy has to be fat.
Tommy
Yeah.
in this movie and Farley in general is he's super athletic. He's doing cartwheels
Yeah.
out of nowhere. Like he's like when I compared
He's
him
got
to
stamina.
when I compared him to a tornado earlier, like he's a. I think
It's on the rugby
I think
team.
I think the combination of being a big guy who's also just booking it and doing gymnastics and pratfalls through a table, like yeah, I think that definitely adds something. Yeah, he's just like I don't know, he's manic.
I would love to just hang out with him.
no, me too.
You know, just like have him like in the corner, just going off.
He's got a
over
great
it.
laugh too.
He
Yeah.
does. So he's always hitting his head.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I wanted to count. I was pissed that I didn't think of this before I started it. I like midway through when he just kept doing it, and I was like, "How many times has this man injured his head in this film?"
I think it shows like he just keeps hitting his head.
Yeah,
it's just that
He's just a big goofball. You
adds
know,
to the
they all
behavior.
duck with their
Yeah.
hard hats, and he's straggling.
Walks
That-
in the
That just
doors.
adds
Mhm.
to his behavior.
Yeah, he's just like, but you know, sales are in his DNA.
The airport or the airplane.
Yeah, so Film School Rejects, whoever's not running that site anymore, you made researching this film Herculean struggle because you had a whole oral history that was linked everywhere, and I don't know what's going on, but that site's not running anymore, and everywhere else I looked is pretty sparse with information on this film that had to have had, you know, something going on in the production. You know, I would have liked to read about it. So all I have for you is two minor castings that I don't even know if I believe, but you
Put him
know,
on blast.
As
We're-
who?
We already know.
We know, you know, yeah.
well,
Who is he?
it's are you asking them
Yeah,
or
I'm
you
asking
asking
them.
Tom Cruise.
Tom
thing,
Cruise.
thrown around.
Well, I was thinking
Who is Tom Cruise though?
I was thinking Paul. If this is like 10 years before,
Yeah.
in 1995, I don't think he fits. But if this is like in the mid 80s, you know,
Yeah,
right
he's
around
the
Risky
David
Business.
Yeah, he's David Spade.
No, I was thinking.
Oh,
Rob,
no,
Rob
I'm thinking
Lowe.
I was-
Rob
I could see
Lowe.
Rob.
I don't see it.
I'm saying 10 years before he's like Tom Cruise.
He's got to be in it more.
But
If
I'm
he's-
thinking like pre Top Gun,
Though.
I don't see him as the Rob.
like
Lowe.
Risky Business. Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
You
I
see it?
think I can.
I think
see
it
him
works.
there as David Spade.
Are you serious? I can't see that at all. Tom Cruise doesn't strike me as sarcastic. David Spade is.
That's what I think. I don't think I could see Tom Cruise like just with like the dry David Spade one-liners after every
Uh-huh.
dumb thing.
Well,
Chris
he'd have
Farley
this like
does.
Cruise twist on.
Like I can't see Tom Cruise in the car being, you know, like what? Like I can hear you getting battered.
Yeah, I
when
think
he's
there's
squirting
just
ketchup.
there's
It's
an
just
there's an
Oh, I can
intensity.
easily see it.
Yeah,
I
I
can
can
easily
easily
see
see
it.
I can so see Tom
I
Cruise.
think you guys have just deluded
Yeah, I think-
yourselves into
No, yeah, no, I'm
casting
About
him
this one.
in every movie that I cannot see it.
It's kind of just like the Rain Man
That's exactly
situation.
What I'm
That's
thinking
why
of.
I
That's exactly what's coming to my mind.
I guess.
can so see him getting easily fed up.
But
You know,
I-
Tom Cruise being a
with-
professional businessman.
With
you know,
with
this
Rain
son
Man,
just
there's
comes in, swoops in, gets this job.
He doesn't
handed
have to
him.
answer or say the lines like David Spade does, but like they're saying he can put some Tom Cruise in.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I think
he has
he
Tom Cruise
overpowers
twist.
the movie, and I think he overpowers Farley that way. If,
I
I don't know if you can overpower
I don't
Farley in
think-
this movie
I know.
though. If
can't-
Tom Cruise
you
was
can't
in this
touch
movie
Farley.
opposite him, I think it would be an even matchup.
who's
It's
the
just
actor you guys
speculation.
are more obsessed with, though? Chris Farley or Tom Cruise?
Me? I mean, Tom Cruise.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he has just a magnetism that is undeniable.
aura.
But I think in this movie,
I don't
Chris
think,
Farley is so good that Tom Cruise wouldn't be distracted.
Anyway,
Wild speculation.
The average viewer.
it was
So Tom Cruise was considered. Who else?
He's throwing around.
He was playing the deer.
His shots were. They looked
He would
real.
probably go so hard, learning how to be a deer.
You would get
one
antlers.
day I'll get to the bottom of this bit.
You
Try to
would, yeah,
understand it.
Spend
I think what it is he has such a manic persona.
8 months in the woods, like with the deer.
Yes, he's the
Stand on
bigger
all
presentation
fours.
at CinemaCon. I don't know if I believe either of these. One's more believable than the other. I'll do it the less believable one.
Is this for Farley? Sorry.
No, this was always going to be a Farley.
Oh,
These are for two more background characters.
Oh,
I think this was always because Lorne Michaels is producing. It's Farley and Spade were always in mind, but for the Rob Lowe character, it was someone who I read audition, not even just was considered, was Matthew McConaughey.
Ooh.
Coming off Dazed and Confused, he's a little too smooth and charming for me.
I
Yeah,
agree.
Yeah.
I can't really see him as like.
Rob just such a stooge in this movie.
Yeah.
Asshole.
Although now that I think about it, I'm trying to imagine the trucks monologue. Now what a business is like.
I would love
Yeah.
to see it though.
I'm interested in
I'd
for
be
the role of Big Tom.
Big Tom.
Before they got Brian Dennehy, supposedly I read it was they considered Wilford Brimley,
Oh,
who 2 years prior shared a phenomenal scene in The Firm with Cruise, where he blackmails him, and it's awesome. But that's about it. Because fucking film school rejects.
put him on
Yeah,
blast.
get your shit
It's
together.
just past the Grantland is still up.
Just fix your
ESPN
site.
shut that down in 2015, and you can still go on there and read the C is dope. So I don't know categories, unless anyone else has anything else to say about the Lorne Michaels industrial complex or the state of comedy.
I don't think a lot of people are growing up with Tommy Boy anymore.
No.
So,
I wonder. I think the only movie I can think of immediately from this era that still has a tale with people younger than us is Happy Gilmore. And that's because I think
Yeah.
golf is more
Mainstream.
golf is getting more popular with high school boys.
Why?
Right.
Is it just people aren't showing their kids this? Or is it just
I think
kids don't like
kids-
this type of movie?
I think kids
anymore?
just have more at their fingertips now.
I agree. Yeah, I think that's what it is. too.
Too much media to consume for Tommy Boy to
They
find
want-
space.
I-
Happy Gilmore's present on social media and stuff.
I just don't think it would it wouldn't really hit the same as it does.
It's not catching on.
It's not
for
catching on there. They're not
modern
interested.
Children,
I-
you know,
Yeah.
I think,
like it did for us.
and I guess this one counts too because different era, but it's pushing 20 years old now. I think Superbad still has a tale.
Yeah.
And I don't really know what else. Even American Pie, I think is too outdated.
that's definitely-
It's
Yeah,
so
no.
90s.
Yeah.
We like it, but
Oh.
And, like your
I don't know.
accepted is gone.
I'd be shocked if
Yeah.
if you pulled a high school right now, how many of them would even know what accepted is?
Or even Tommy Boy.
I only saw accepted one time, and it was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Or I'm really gonna have to think about that. I wish I'd thought of that before, so I could have made a list of. I think Happy Gilmore and Superbad still live on right now with the youth. Everything else, I think, is up in the air. Best scene.
Step Brothers as well.
Oh yeah, the Farrell movies.
Yeah.
those will.
Those will live on.
I think even movies that I think there are some movies I think still live on, and I think this one does. It's just not with younger people.
That's
if
what
that
I'm
makes sense.
that's
Yeah,
what I'm getting at,
I think whatever you see online a lot, whatever you see kids in high school with poofy hair wear on a shirt to school, they'll have a you'll see a kid with a mullet wear a Prestige Worldwide shirt. I don't think you're going to see many Callahan Auto Parts shirts, but we got one here right now.
We do.
Best scene. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 8 nominees, but some of them are more moments than anything.
Yeah.
First one's definitely a scene, though. I have Tommy and Paul's Big Night Out,
Yeah.
the cow tipping, which has a line that I had forgotten. I forgot it was coming, but once it was said, I absolutely remembered it. That made me howl, which is a little crack. If I showed a picture of your mom to the boys at school or whatever, it's she'd definitely be boner of the boner of the
No
month.
offense, but if I sent a picture of your mom to some of my buddies from school, she'd definitely be boner.
The way he says it, yeah, boner of the month. I like that you had that written down. Yeah, just cow tipping
What
shenanigans.
is cow tipping besides? Is it just literally pushing cows
They-
over?
they
to
fall
tip
over.
a cow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul's unimpressed, but Tommy's, this is hometown. This is what they do for fun.
Mhm.
We go cow tipping. And get
Strike you as a little dumb.
The only thing I really know about cow tipping is the mater.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tow
and
mater cow
cars.
tipping and
Yeah,
the,
with the
cars towing or
tractors.
whatever.
Yeah.
Well, that was in the
Or in
first
the
movie
movie.
too. Yeah,
Isn't there like the like tiller or whatever that comes around like the bull chasing
Yeah.
him?
Yeah.
I can't really.
Oh,
Tow mater's got to
The thing's
escape with
name.
lightning over the fence.
speaking of guys who had a run in
Gotta make
comedy,
a
literally
getaway.
the Cable Guy
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
had a
Oh.
mid 2000s run.
Oh,
Even though it ends in tragedy, I've got the wedding.
yeah.
When is a wedding in film ever bad?
No,
It's like
it's a great scene in a wedding
You get
or
the
in a
camera
movie, a wedding.
POV.
yeah,
too.
that I
Really
like that touch.
appreciate it.
You get Richard's camera's POV, like
Get a great performance.
trying
Oh,
to think of weddings in movies, like Godfather kicks off with a bang, great wedding.
Mhm.
The Deer Hunter has like an hour-long wedding.
Wedding Crashers.
Wedding Crashers.
Wedding
Good
Crashers has
weddings.
several weddings.
several good weddings.
Like there's are hardly ever am I watching a movie and there's like an extended wedding sequence where you explore a little bit where I'm like, I wish I wasn't here.
There's a American Horror. Well, it's not movie, but there's some scene in one of the American Horror Story seasons that was like brutal during like some wedding. But
people got fucked up.
the red wedding.
Well, even on his I haven't even watched Game of Thrones, but the red wedding.
Another
Norbit.
wedding.
Huh?
Norbit.
Norbit, yeah.
Great wedding.
Several of the best episodes of
weddings.
Succession are centered around weddings.
Mhm.
Connor's wedding. Oh man.
Yeah, End of The Graduate.
Yeah.
Great wedding.
We get out of there pretty
Moment.
quickly. We don't really get to spend time with it, but it's noteworthy for sure. Even on the day of his wedding, Big Tom still pushing deals. 8 whiskey sours deep. What a champion!
Still can sell.
8 whiskey sours is also the amount that Rick Dalton drank the night before shooting the pilot of Lancer in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I noted that immediately. Wait, fucking whiskey sours go to South 3 or 4 I have 8. I've got Tommy's car toy pitch. Just I think this is This is Farley.
with the burning
Yeah.
car.
Oh
yeah.
This is,
Things
this
are
is the-
going decently. He's the first guy to say maybe after a string of no's, and just goes off the
Thanks.
deep end. I think this was definitely my favorite scene growing up. It's just so
Yeah.
if I'm on the receiving end of a pitch, I kind of like the crazy, doing whatever he's doing with the banging of the car.
I think all the ridiculousness of it
demonstration.
aside, he does make a compelling argument.
it's a little unprofessional,
Sure,
Yeah.
for back then,
but
especially.
like a millennial burger joint at Callahan Auto Parts, under the operation of Thomas R. Callahan III, not Big Tom, but his son. We do things a little differently.
Yeah.
I've got. This is also kind of more of a little moment in the string of pitches going wrong, but when Tommy crashes out, his hair gets all fucked up. Just again, just any moment where Chris Farley gets to go off is always enjoyable. Got the famous fat guy in a little coat motel room scene. Probably the most famous scene from this movie, if I had to guess. No lies are told. Fat guy, little coat, comedy.
Yeah.
Why is that funny? It's hilarious, but why?
It's just
Bad guy.
I think
Look up.
him singing it sends it to another level.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing?
There's also something just about, even at this point when there's still two opposites, just being in the same hotel room.
Button
Mhm.
heads.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the moths everywhere. Got another scene where Farley gets to go off. Tommy orders wings.
He's getting freaky
Show-
with the roll.
Oh.
But it shows that
That-
he's got some sort of unconventional talent for sales, because you know what she does? She's like, I will fire up the
Fire
fryers
up the
right now.
fryers.
Throw some wings in there. Rev
You're
up those
sick.
fryers. And he could have just said oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
And then no,
He wanted
he's-
his wings.
and then
Tommy.
as Richard points out, He's like, you've got a talent.
He's
crazy.
going
Even if
so
you're
hard.
insane. I think just
That's
like
what
his
you gotta
father
do.
before him, sales are in his
Confidence.
DNA.
Doesn't matter if you're 8 whiskey sours deep, or if
Mhm.
you want a 10-piece of wings. You gotta make the sale.
Confidence is key. This isn't really a scene; it's kind of a diversion, or just a. It's kind of a moment, but I love the bees diversion.
That is a great moment.
I don't know. Did he say his dad taught him that?
Yeah.
So he's done like this before.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, he's had practice. Yeah.
that's a great idea.
My flash dog.
Your firearms will do nothing to stop them.
But what it to be
It actually worked. Oh, I just barfed on an anthill. Oh, I think they're pissed. Like, I don't know why. I mean, they need him to be drinking in the car for that scene to happen. But, like, I don't know. Well, actually, I guess Richard's, probably in his feelings. He
Yeah,
thinks he's
losing
about
his
to lose
job.
Yeah, that'll
the
do it.
factory shutting down. He's failed.
That's true. He thinks a tumor.
He's letting Big Tom down.
Mm-hmm. Big Tom's looking down, just shaking his head.
Yeah. Saying, stand up, Richard.
Mm-hmm.
Not today.
And then last one I got the whole plane sequence, specifically the flight. How these two were not escorted off this flight, I don't know. The stewardess did say they were short staffed, so I suppose that was just enough.
Any set of hands, really.
Yeah,
of course,
take
he
whatever help they
actually
can get. Free
pulls-
labor.
Of course, he actually pulls the straps.
I couldn't see that coming from I knew that was coming.
Of course.
I would say this movie has the best use of an airplane bathroom.
Oh,
but
yeah. Yes.
It's actually number 2 for me. Catch Me If You Can has an incredible scene in an air. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? Great work by an airplane bathroom in that. I'm gonna go with the toy car pitch for me. That's my best scene.
I'm going with the whole wings.
At the restaurant.
That is where I was laughing the hardest.
What they have in common is they're both just unchained Farley.
I don't know why, but yeah, the toy car scene has always been my favorite.
As a kid, I thought it was the funniest shit I've
thought it
ever
was
seen.
so funny because he's just going ham.
Yeah, the way you,
There's like literally a fire on the
and just
table.
the incredibly vivid description of like in the medics, like, oh my god,
New guys. Held him barfing.
Oh, damn it!
I gotta go to the bathroom, daddy. And then just the chair, do you validate? No. What are you going?
I'm going the toy car scene too.
Also, why did this guy just have toy cars on his ass?
There was a bunch in his office.
He's just an enthusiast.
He likes automobiles.
They're all
That's
over
true.
the
Auto
place.
parts. I guess that makes sense.
Maybe what fuels his rage, they're like vintage of some kind. But
Yeah,
that only
they-
enhances me finding it funnier. That he's just breaking valuable dioramas
I also
for no
Diecast cars.
lighting it on fire.
2 scenes I also liked were this at least the first sailboat, but both of the sailboat scenes.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love the idea
with
at the
kids
end.
yelling.
I was thinking this the other day. So at the last scene when he's on the boat and he's talking to his dad and he says, "I'm supposed to be at Michelle's for dinner." I love the idea that he's sailing wherever he goes. I never thought about that after, but he's like, "Oh, I got to be there for dinner. Let me hop in the sailboat." It just made me laugh. But yeah, the one with the kids is really good.
I also like the
Watch your language in front of the lady, punk.
when the car hood flips up and they can't see
Uh-huh.
and it flies off and they get into the fight.
Yeah,
And then out of nowhere, he just gets a piece of wood and whacks him across the face with it.
that's really good.
Another scene I like is just the very opening, like the transition from the bus, and then when he's with his like college buddies and he falls to
Yeah.
the table,
When he passes with the D+.
does a cartwheel.
That's what I'm saying. Farley,
My
sneaky
God.
athletic.
I got a D plus.
I
There's-
also
I don't know if it was Conan or David Letterman or something. There's some talk show moment in the 90s where they had Chris Farley on. I'll pull it up after this. Where if you want to see Farley's athleticism on display, he's just going for it. Anyway, I'm sorry.
I also got Tommy visiting the Callahans, bumping his head. That whatever thing he's doing, he takes over
Yeah,
the dude
whatever.
and flies out the window. And he starts doing like the ninja
Bump it.
moves at the end.
Tommy Callahan, ultimate Nepo baby. We
Yeah,
thinking?
yeah.
Literally gets an office with his name on it, just
Yep.
handed to him.
Speaking of that opening scene, I hate the idea of like if you were taking like a final exam, just your grade being put on like
Oh, that's terrible.
like that's awful.
On the wall.
You got
On
D
the wall.
plus from everyone to
But he's
see.
hyped.
Yeah.
So
He's
he
past
passed.
the 7th year. Best quote. Obviously, we mentioned Boner of the Month, which made me laugh the hardest this time around. But I don't know if anyone else will have this, but one that has always just rung in my head, as many random quotes from stuff do, is the one attempted sale. And the guy says to Richard, "You're a smug, unhappy little man, and you treat people as if they were idiots." So the way he says that, I don't know, it's always stuck with me. That's what I'm going with. And Boner of the Month.
When they're in the motel with the girl in the pool, that part when Chris Farley, she's like, "I'm gonna go get us a pizza. I gotta figure out whether I want it Chicago style or thin crust."
I wonder what he would have gone with. They were close.
I have a couple quotes.
Okay.
I was checking the specs on the line for the rotary girder. I'm retarded. And then Boner of the Month, of course.
Hang on. Do you think they had like a monthly series? Like at that, they're like, "All right, boys." They like went over the data. Who was the boner of the month?
They did a whole bracket. My siblings and I always used to say this, but "Mommy, I want a popsicle."
Oh, I
and then right after that,
bad.
Right, that's exactly what I was about to say. It was Bad Mommy.
I didn't think anyone else is gonna bring up Mommy. I have that coming up.
And they got I got stuck in my zipper and I got piss all over my pants. I will not be able to say it as fast, but Marty, find out where the police are taking him. Send over a bottle of bubbly with a bucket of ice and a card. Have it say, "Tough break, get drunk on me. Use the bucket to ice down your marbles. Yours, Z."
We didn't even talk about that.
Oh,
just pop it off.
I've got it
later, actually.
And then, of course, the T-bone steak quote. Fair enough, Doug. Of course, there was.
I mean, it's a great point. You could get a good look.
Of course, I could get a hell of a good look at a T-bone steak by sticking my head up a bull's ass. But I'd rather take the butcher's word for it.
Great point.
Even I stuttered there. I couldn't get it right.
You know, Big Tom probably practiced that. You know how many times he probably said that throughout his career as, a businessman?
Does anybody remember when they were, they're going around, they're trying to, sell, and they get to this one guy, his name's Ted, and Tommy tries to say the head up a bull's ass line.
Is that the guarantee on the box guy?
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, you can get a good look at your butcher," and he stops and he goes, "What?"
Was that it?
Yeah.
I couldn't even probably write down all the good quotes that there are. I had all those other ones, and I had "These shoes are Italian. They're worth more than your life." That one was always hilarious. Boner of the Month, of course. One that I really
Who's
like.
crunching the data for Boner of the Month?
Caught at the end when Tommy's on TV is the frat guy going, "Am I just severely wasted? Or does Tommy look really bloated?" That's the TV. It puts on a couple 100 pounds. Oh, that's just good.
I love the idea that they just had the Chicago news on.
Yeah.
Sandusky.
Maybe we just gotta have.
Oh wait, no, hang on. Tommy gets off a plane, so I don't think we know where he goes to school. Maybe it was in Chicago, but still, these guys want to know what's going on.
It was Marquette. I don't know if that's a real university.
No, that's Farley's real life alma mater.
I'm not sure the location.
I believe that
noticed
Marquette.
that.
Marquette.
On the Marquette.
It's in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I still don't know why they had Chicago news on, but
another quote with the frat guys.
Chicago news,
probably. I'm sure why not.
I don't know why. Even if they did, why would they be watching it?
Yeah, they don't strike me
You're
as
welcome, Milwaukee news.
Maybe they knew Tommy was going to be on. Probably not.
No, it was an impromptu broadcast.
It was.
They thought he was going to rob a bank.
I like just I love you guys in the beginning with the frat at the frat also when he's just partying down after passing. I think I don't know. There's so many good ones. I think I just gotta go fat guy in a little coat because I've known that for so long and it just makes me laugh.
Fat guy in a little coat, I feel is one of the OG, when people would get buy ringtones on their phone.
Oh yeah.
I feel I heard fat guy in a little coat so much.
Got Tommy going, "Brothers don't shake hands. Brothers gotta hug." And I don't know who said this. I just wrote "guy in suit" at Callahan Auto. Why say no when it feels so good to say yes?
I believe that's a Big Tom quote.
Big Tom.
Great quote.
Well, you can't argue with that. That's what I'm going with.
Good logic.
Why say no when it feels so good to say yes? That's how I am about dessert. You know.
Not really.
I'm just talking about pasta.
Well, pasta. Yeah, why say no?
Feels so good to say that.
Are those your quotes?
Yeah, and I have the boner of the month.
So we all had boner of the month.
That's going down as my favorite quote.
Sixth man. I have a few. The first one I just wrote down cowering student. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, in the
when
beginning,
he's
running.
when he's hauling ass to get to his exam and the way it's like
The guy in the Canadian tuxedo.
Yeah.
He's in what?
No, jean jacket and jeans.
Yeah.
Is that called a
Canadian
Canadian?
tuxedo.
I've never heard
Yeah.
that term
That's
before.
great.
Yeah, and then he kind of just plays it off real cool after.
I got him down.
And then my winner, I don't know if anyone else will have this, but I've always appreciated this. The kid on the bus. He's always taunting Paul. I don't know what his deal is.
Jammed.
He's just like,
through the glass.
Yeah,
He's like licking the glass, blowing raspberries on it, then fucking Rob Lowe
just like backwards.
he
Doesn't
tosses
even
the
look
milk
back.
carton in the fucking straw.
Such a scumbag.
God.
That's who
Love
I'm
him.
going with. I just wrote down kid on bus.
I had a few written down. This is the one that's coming. I like the waitress during the dinner roll scene.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She caves in really easy.
To rub
put
up those fryers.
Front up those riders.
NBA six men. I'm going Tommy's college buddies.
Oh yeah. Especially you. Oh, I feel like heavy breath.
Yeah.
I'm just going guy at wedding. You kidding? Go get him, Tom. He yells.
That's one of. He's also
That's one of the workers.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's all like dirty.
God,
He's
yeah.
got
I forget which
kidding?
one it is. Everyone's like laughing, like just giving a good smile. Six men. I like the cops that are allergic to the bees. Just they go,
Yeah.
I'm allergic to bees. Me too. We'll come back later to check on you. You know. And I think my winner is the first sale that Tommy makes when the guy's at home watching TV, still in his like mechanic thing.
Oh yeah,
I
thought we were watching cartoons.
She's like, honey, look at this like suicide bomber on TV, and he goes, yeah, I buy brake pads from that kid. I thought we were watching cartoons. turns the channel.
Did anyone
my
have a
winner.
best shot?
I had two.
I have two shots as well.
I
didn't have any.
I have one. Like Tommy and his dad are getting ready. He's like, "So how do we look?" And it's just they're like standing there,
Chubby.
looking good. And I have.
I'll give you this. I can see Tom Cruise delivering that with the how do we look? Like if he was the David Spade character, I could see
Oh yeah.
like 80s Tom Cruise, like chubby.
And I just have the end shot of him in the boat. Just
Movies used to just end. It's like the end.
Mhm.
I was like, okay.
There's
now
one
it's time to
towards
get up.
the one I wrote down is towards the. I think it's like it might be like 20 minutes in ish. I don't really remember. He's just sitting outside of Callahan on like the ledge, and it's like in
Yeah.
here. It's going up.
Oh yeah, after the
Oh,
funeral.
yeah.
The empty auto
Yep. Yep.
place.
good.
There's at one moment they're driving and like 90% of the screen is like the sky with clouds. Good shot. And I got Tommy upside down at the beginning party, drinking
Oh, yeah.
whatever you
Oh,
call
yeah,
that.
Blowing out smoke.
I don't know if this would be more of a shot or moment, but I guess just the combination of the two. Him, Pratt falling through the table is pretty good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Just
I've always liked the transition from when they're looking over Big Tom
Oh,
into
yeah,
the
into the
funeral.
oh, yeah.
Because it's all the same people, and it just they stand
yeah,
up and
it's pretty good.
they're putting the flowers on. You're like, oh shit,
Great transition.
rip Big Tom.
They did the same thing with the bus when he was young.
Yep.
The bus
Yeah, and the smoke, yeah. Best moment, I also wrote down the kid on the bus, and that's where I had mommy. I want to
Bad.
Bad.
I was, obviously we love douchebags, but just the fact that he hears a kid say something, mommy, I want a Pepsi.
He's got employee appreciation.
What did everyone else have?
I like when David Spade beating him up, and then also when they hit the deer.
Oh yeah, the deer freaking out is a good moment. Also,
Mm-hmm. Oh, they just kept it. They had it in the back seat.
Like I just said, the bus transition, young Tommy to old Tommy. Lowe throwing his milk carton into the baby stroller.
I love that he's just on the bus drinking a carton.
Again, you could count it as like that scene, but the Tommy's example of trying to sell the brake pads with the cars and everything. I gotta go to the bathroom, Daddy. Tommy taking off his blanket and he's in like the little underpants.
Don't run away from your feelings.
And then Tommy's tie in the toilet of the airplane. Like, of course,
getting shows.
Yeah, what a series of events. Come blasting through the door.
Toilet paper everywhere.
I always like, Paul's the hi, I'm Paul, and then brother's got a hug, and he's picking him up.
Like that is where I see the argument for Cruz's Paul. Is I could see him going,
hi, I'm Paul. You must be Tom. That's a great one. Oh, I always like the housekeeping too when they're at the motel. They go, housekeeping, you want me floating up? And then, I'll come back in an hour. Oh.
That is a good one.
That may have to be my winner. There are so many that I could just keep going on, but that one I think takes the cake. Like the kids yelling too.
Yeah.
Like
your dick.
Got Tommy slipping through the mud after the botched cow tipping.
Mm-hmm. Shotgun going.
One of the worst things that could happen to me.
I was saying, he doesn't seem that face. He's like, man, did I get drenched in mud?
Being drenched in mud. That's like,
that's just like for him, that's just like,
what's he spraying him with? Water?
I think it's water, yeah.
Like, jeez.
But like, for him, that's just like, that's a perfect, I almost said Sudbury, Sandusky Saturday night. Let's go out and get drenched in mud and cow tip.
Gets shot at.
Mm-hmm. I bet that farmer's name like Old Man something.
Yeah, Old Smithers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jenkins.
Old Johnson.
I've got Mommy, I want a popsicle. I've got the bees in the car. I also got when they're on the boat, Tommy does some hand gesture. He's like, rascal.
Rascal.
You better pray to the God of skinny punks that this way doesn't pick up.
That's my close second to Tommy like me. Tommy want wingy.
Naughty.
I like when I do like also when Rob Lowe pisses on the generator and goes flying.
Oh yeah.
I love that he showed up to his operation smoking a cigar.
Stogie.
His Operation Stop Callahan Trucks. Ed Harris, I have 4 nominees. They're all kind of similar, but I have one, I have Ron Gilmore, the banker, but really, I guess anyone on Big Tom's council will fit. The board. Got the car toy pitch, like guy was receiving that. I could see him, even though that'd be a really brief role. These are all basically just like balding either authoritarians or businessmen. I've got the no guarantee on the box guy.
Ted. Manager.
Oh, I didn't catch his name.
It had his name tag.
Dead.
That's who I'm probably going with, but I wanted to test drive Ray Zielinski.
That's who I put.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I can see it.
Mm-hmm. Like, I can see him in the commercial.
Yeah.
Obviously, a little more toned down than Dan Aykroyd.
I could so see Ed Harris talking about being like pro-America.
The American word.
Oh.
Honestly, that might be my answer. I think I'm going to go with that.
That's what I went with.
I just went with one of the guys he's trying to sell to. I didn't put anyone specific.
I went with Ted, manager.
Ted's my very close second.
Yeah.
Oh, just speaking of Zielinski, great moment is Tommy saving the day at the end.
Yeah.
Getting him
save 300 jobs.
Get him to sell all the parts, and then actually wedding. The marriage never counted.
Callahan, Otto, and Cedar Point are probably like the 2 backbones of the Sandusky economy.
Oh, also great moment, Zielinski just being like, you got me.
Yeah.
You got big respect moment right there. You're just like, you got me. Better luck now. Better luck next time.
Billy, do you have a moment? Or Ed Harris, rather?
I like Dan Aykroyd a lot, so I think I'll go with like the Rittenhauer guy, like the main board member that's just like, Callahan is a family business. It's been like that for 70 years.
That's a good one.
Just, a close ally, Big Tom.
I figured any of those guys could have worked.
Yeah, there's a lot of nominees.
Don't do it, Blart. I just wrote down fat guy in a little coat. Do it. You're going to entertain me.
When I first saw that scene, I was like, oh, that coat's getting ripped.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if I'm
Perfect
David Spade, I'm like, don't do it, Callahan. Yeah, anything else?
Paul at the computer.
Oh yeah.
You know, messing with the numbers, you know, messing everything up.
Shirt gets sucked up into the tube.
That's a strong tube. That shirt
Really
comes
is.
off like nothing.
He throws the jacket over his shoulder.
Rob Lowe trying to run away at the end.
Screw you, screw all of you. It's really good.
Yeah,
Terrible fate.
Rob Lowe running
Yeah.
at the end is my don't do it part.
Don't do it, Paul.
Ended up
Don't
on
do
the
it, Paul.
crash test.
Don't do it, Paul.
I thought he was gonna die.
Yeah,
When I
that's,
first- when I-
you
I
probably
thought, oh, he's
had
getting
that. Like,
killed.
he's getting smushed. No,
Mhm.
he's just getting his balls taken.
Don't do it, Lowe. Don't do it.
Don't do it, Paul.
Pat.
we got hello Zep moment.
Yeah,
We got
Yeah.
one.
the reveal.
Rob Lowe,
Okay.
not the
No.
son.
Please
Bad
no.
No, if he was, that'd
Bad
be weird.
mommy.
Title.
Popsicle.
How's the title? Any other titles it could be? Any Tommy Boy,
Hollywood,
perfect fit.
Yeah, title drop.
We do.
Yep.
Wait,
All
you
of them,
got
yeah,
it.
two of them.
Yeah.
Where'd you guys want to be if you were Six-Man in the scene?
Hmm.
Enter yourself in the movie.
College buddies.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
I'll be in the chicken restaurant.
Nice.
I'm gonna say a Callahan employee, a family member. You could say.
I was thinking
One of
that,
the
but
300.
I can't see myself in a hard hat. I don't think I'd thrive.
Maybe I put myself on the Ferris wheel at the
Mm.
family.
Mm.
At the employee appreciation
Yep.
night.
That's where I'll be.
I want to be someone who I forgot to put in the Six-Man category. One of the workers that yells, "Tommy just sold 500,000 brake pads." But I want that to be me. I want
You want to be the
I
one
want to be a
that's
character
yelling
in the movie.
Yeah.
I'm not adding myself as in a new scene or anything.
You
I want to
just-
just him.
Okay.
And then new category. Any specific details?
Oh, I forgot.
If
about
anyone
this.
remember this category at all?
Boner of the month, I guess. No, I don't remember.
You guys
Sorry.
think specific,
specific?
like they like about this movie
I
or detail?
I guess there's one real little thing. I like how progressively we see like their kind of like improv repairs to David Spade's car. Like they have like the wire
Yeah.
fence on the
That's
on the
pretty good.
driver's side door.
I also love
the cardboard.
Tommy's suitcase.
The garbage bag.
Garbage bag.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
got
the year.
that written down. The new car doors, like the wood.
Yeah,
fences.
the-
Yeah, I got 3 things down. That's one of
They
them.
got the tarp.
I've got.
I unfortunately just don't watch stuff with an eye for that, so that might just have to be a if you think of it category.
Tommy's underwear.
Yeah.
It's the pool balls.
I read that they did a take where he was nude.
Oh.
Well, had a shirt on, but like Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'd wear something with that design.
Or Squidward.
I also
Squidward,
got,
yeah.
I liked the dad wanted to keep family business.
Mm-hmm. Even he has to know at this point that his son's a bit of a goofball. 7 years in college, he's still when he shows up, he's like firmly like, one day my son will run it.
Tommy!
Because if you have the one kid, then it's like there was not like a much of a succession thing going on. He was very much planning on he's just like, what, this is going to be yours someday. I think
From the family.
so very similar. Now that I think about it, in tone to this movie that came out the same year, Billy Madison is kind of what I'm talking about. He's like, my one son is my one heir to my hotel fortune is an absolute goofball who couldn't get through school. What am I to do? Big Tom didn't have that fear. He had no doubt.
Yeah, Tommy at least made it through college. He's a college grad.
That's true. Billy Madison, I don't think he went to
I
college.
do not believe
College isn't part of the
No,
curriculum.
not.
It's just K through 12.
K through 12.
That's a ridiculous
The
movie that I
GED.
can't wait to do.
1 week of 5th grade. Getting all the tests.
Oh man.
I've got 2 pluses and 1 minus.
What are the pluses?
Pluses, talked about this earlier, but specifically doing a business deal at your own wedding.
Yeah, that's pretty hard.
Yeah.
Big, great.
No
And I
days
got
off.
8 whiskey sours in it.
8 which
Uh-huh.
Another plus is clock table. There's a table, but like the table is a huge clock.
When was
When
was this?
There's some point in the movie where there's a big round table.
I don't know if I
and it's a
remember
clock.
that.
Me neither.
I don't remember.
I was like, that's a
That's what we
sweet
should
table.
call it.
I don't know if it was like a working clock or not,
I bet you it was just.
but
a
they
design.
showed it and it looked like a big round clock.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And then minus ketchup packet to the mouth. Frying the
Oh.
ketchup
The
packet.
sound.
No, big minus. Big no. You can't be doing that.
You know.
Given his current situation, what would his ketchup delivery system be?
Yeah, where's he
don't
supposed to
know.
put it?
I don't know.
I agree with you. I don't endorse the move.
No, it's just figure something out.
I would say just go no ketchup packet.
Yeah,
at all,
just have the
but-
fries.
but
Okay.
Or just ketchup packet on the
maybe a half minus.
fries altogether.
Probably a half for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I love ketchup. I just know ketchup.
I don't like ketchup, so no ketchup for me.
I love ketchup.
Am I the only one?
I like
love ketchup.
I love
I
ketchup.
drink a whole bottle of ketchup.
Oh,
I could.
I'll be
That's
right
a lot,
next to you.
Oh,
But not
Doritos.
not fried and
ketchup and
packet.
Doritos.
Oh, they had ketchup.
Ketchup
during-
Doritos are so
ketchup
good.
Doritos. I was like, oh my gosh.
Well, ketchup
Angry.
chips are a thing in Canada.
Yeah, we-
They're good.
Ketchup Cheetos are probably the best
Ooh.
ketchup
That's
flavored
good.
snack in my opinion.
So good.
All right.
Tomatoes are just good for
They're good for
making stuff.
Was that it?
Yeah.
You didn't do who'd we want to have?
No, I feel like every time I do that, it's just like doesn't go anywhere.
Oh, my answer would have been Spade. Farley's gone.
Right.
I think Brian Dennehy's gone.
Spade would be cool, yeah.
Maybe Rob Lowe.
Flow would be awesome.
Low, but we
Oscar
can,
Rob
we
Lowe
can
down
only
here.
ask him about Tommy Boy.
Yeah.
Nothing else. Or no, only ask him about Austin Powers Spy Who Shagged Me.
Yeah.
MVP, I have a feeling it's a unanimous Chris Farley vote.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyone, someone actually Peter Segal.
It's not,
It's
it's
Chris
Chris
Farley.
Farley's
It's
movie.
Chris Farley.
It's
This is-
not a movie without him.
Like I said before, this is the one time they not the only time really, but they threw him the keys.
This is
This
his
is a
magnum
classic.
opus.
This is him.
Yeah, it's Farley in a walk. All right, so that was Tommy Boy.
So I think another maybe category, not even category, but just like if it's your first time, is this a movie you would throw on in the background if you see it's on TV?
Yeah.
Yes, I would.
that's pretty
Yes, you
good.
would.
I would
Yeah, I
throw
would
this
throw it
on in the background if I saw it on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's even we
Good category.
could workshop something about rewatchable
Yeah.
quality.
That's definitely a good
I-
category.
Because like I
would
rewatched this again. I hadn't seen it in a very long time, but the amount of times I always just threw it on as a kid was, you couldn't calculate it.
It's a lot.
Speaking of movies, this next movie is one I've seen more than probably most films. No, it's not our first Spielberg, but we're doing Raiders of the Lost Ark next week. Or whenever. It's the next one. I don't know if it'll be next week,
Raiders.
depending on Buffalo Sabres playoff hockey schedule. So we will do that at some point. Bye-bye.